How do you feel about senior nurses being rude and condescending to new nurses? Nation, welcome back to the channel. Hey, so for today we're doing a 1K giveaway. That only felt right. I did it with 200 subscribers, so why not carry on that tradition? Am I right? Am I right? I'm in here by myself. I just want to tell everybody how much I love and appreciate all the support that you guys give me over on Instagram, on Facebook, now on TikTok.
Not a TikTok.
But I appreciate everyone for sticking by me and hanging out and looking at my videos and hitting me up for mentorship. I posted on my Instagram stories talking about I was doing a 1K Q&A giveaway, and surprisingly a bunch of y'all decided y'all wanted to finally ask me some questions, because most of the time y'all just be swiping. I can't lie, I'd be doing that shit too. But like I said, you guys asked a bunch of good questions, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna answer them here on this video. And if I don't answer them here on this video, or if I missed your question, just hit me up on Instagram. We can talk about it. I can answer it over there. I can make another video or a part 2, just whatever y'all want. Like I said, if you got any questions, hit me up over there. Hey, but before I get into these questions, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow me on TikTok, follow me on IG, follow me on Facebook, follow me on OnlyFans.
Follow me on TikTok.
And keep showing your boys some love, because I appreciate all y'all. And without further ado, let's check out these questions. First question. I see you talk a lot about nursing. Do you still enjoy it? You know, like as a new grad, it's pretty tough at the beginning of your nursing career because you don't really know anything. You know, everything that you know comes from a book. So when you actually apply it to, you know, real patients and stuff like that, it can become real taxing. It can really be like sensory overload, very task driven, learning about drips, learning about, you know, the vents. Do I like being a nurse? Yes. Do I like working bedside? No. I figured that out fucking first week I was there. Like calves hurting, just all kinds of stuff. But all in all, I do enjoy being a nurse. However, it is super duper tough right now to be a nurse because just everything that's going on. Nurses that are leaving the field because of how everything is going. Nurses leaving the hospitals because they're getting paid what they should be getting paid. You know, so they can go do travel contracts or crisis assignments or something along those lines. And yeah, kind of tough being a nurse right now. It is what it is at this point. It's just like any other job. But I'm at the beginning, I'm still learning, and it's not all that bad. I actually have a really good crew of people that I work with, maybe except for like one person. But, you know, all in all, it's okay. But don't let my decision deter you off of what you want to do, because by the time you get there, hopefully, you know, stuff will kind of, you know, brush itself over, but it's not all that bad, I promise. Next question. Would you recommend a residency program knowing what you know now? I would say that it's kind of 50-50. So for example, most of these residency programs, or almost all these residency programs, do, you know, retention. So they want to be able to keep you for that specific amount of time. And if you don't stay there, they try to make you pay a penalty. So for example, like the residency program that I'm in right now, that if you decided that you wanted to leave before the 24 months is up, you would owe them like $10,000, right? Or like when you get like a year in, you only have to pay half of that, or something crazy like that. Hey, first off, hey, make sure you guys read your contracts too if you guys decide to do residency programs. Make sure you read them. If you decide to do a residency program, that's pretty much what you are getting yourself into. However, if you decide to go the new grad route or like new hire route, then obviously you aren't really stuck to a hospital. You know, you can go get your experience or do whatever, and then, you know, you don't have to worry about, you know, you have to pay somebody in the back of your head. You know what I mean? But all in all, you know, both residency programs and, you know, not going to the residency program, they both have their benefits. It's not all that bad, but, you know, some people don't like it, but you get the experience, you get the job. So, I mean, hey, what else can you do from there? You know, good question though. Next question. I want to go to the ICU right out of school, but I was told that I have to go to med-surg first. Is that true? Absolutely not. I started my residency program in 2021, and it is straight to the ICU. A lot of the girls that are in the residency program with me went straight into the ICU right after they graduated school. So don't let those old crusty ass nurses that are your instructors tell you that you can't go to the ICU right out of school, because that is a flat out lie. However, there is a benefit to not going straight to the ICU and going to med-surg. Med-surg allows for you to have that foundation of understanding the nursing process, doing nursing assessment, time management, which is probably the highest thing on everyone's priority list is time management. Of course, taking care of your patient, but time management, especially if you work in med-surg, and right now the ratio can be anywhere from 6 to 8 to 10 patients per nurse. So time management is a big thing that you really, really have to grasp once you start on any floor. So to answer your question, no, you don't need to go to med-surg before you go to the ICU. I hope that answered your question. How do you feel about senior nurses being rude and condescending to new nurses? Bro, those nurses are the bane of my fucking existence, and let me tell you why. A lot of these nurses forget where they came from, that they were brand new nurses at some point in time, that there's a learning curve to everything that happens once you become a nurse. It doesn't matter what floor you're on. It could be labor and delivery, it could be the OR, it could be the ICU, it could be med-surg, it could be peds, NICU, it could be any of those places. But that's my issue, is that I feel like these senior nurses forgot that they used to be boot-ass nurses, just like all of us. Everyone learns at a different speed and at a different pace. Not everyone is going to be able to pick up on things as fast as they did or as they do. They forget that we're literally shooting from the hip when it comes to being in a pandemic. When I have a nurse who, is talking down to me, I'll say something really, really quick about it, as in like, hey, who are you talking to? Or hey, you can convey your message a little bit differently because I'm not the one. Or I'll just say something crazy like that because I feel like they're being very passive aggressive towards me, and I don't like that. I don't know. Like, I usually just ignore those people, or if I have a question, it's only business, I'm asking you a specific question, I don't want to hear a condescending answer. And then it gets to the point that if that person is really giving you a condescending answer, or if they're rude to you, then you can take it up the chain formally, tell charge, tell the director, tell the manager, tell whoever, or just don't talk to them at all. So I'm at the point now to where there's one, I just don't say shit to her. Like, I don't care for her. She can fucking go away from me.
That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
But anyways, enough of me talking about, these rude and condescending nurses. So the only thing I'm just going to tell you is that if you have a rude, condescending nurse, ask them if there's a problem. And if there's a problem or any type of issue, handle it at the lowest level. And if they keep being rude or disrespectful to you, take it up the chain, because you're a new nurse or you're a new person in whatever field that you're working in, and you shouldn't have to be, belittled like that because you're still trying to learn. Just because you're a preceptee and they're your preceptor doesn't mean they need to treat you like shit. You tell them I said it. And if they got a problem, they can come find me on Instagram. Just like y'all should be. Are you gonna travel? What, like be a travel nurse? Oh yeah, most definitely. Once I fulfill, my obligation at this hospital, I do plan on traveling because the benefits of being a travel nurse right now are just they're just too good. There are contracts out there for $7,500 a week for like a 4-week contract or an 8-week contract. So, I mean, the money is out there. A nurse is a hot commodity. It is supply and demand, right? You are the supply and you are in demand. So when you get your experience, and if you want to leave your hospital, tell them bye, because they ain't paying you enough, because shit is expensive out here. I'm just saying. For me, at some point, yes, I will be a travel nurse. I can guarantee it. And then when that happens, I don't vlog, but when that happens, I'll give y'all an update. Let y'all know, like what are some good travel nurse contracts, or, what are some good travel apps, whatever. If you guys are, you want to know something like that, let me know down in the comments. Hit me up on IG, hit me up on TikTok. Let me know what y'all want to see. I'm thinking about flight nursing, but I don't know about that helicopter ride. LOL. They have two different ones. They have, fixed wing and rotary wing. Rotary wing, of course, are the helicopters, and fixed wing, of course, are airplanes. If you want to do a flight nursing, go do flight nursing. Just know that the prerequisites for flight nursing, they really, really want to see ICU nurses. They want to see the critical care aspect, because when you become a flight nurse, you're mostly pre-hospital, and then you're going to be doing en-route critical care. So the critical care that you would get in the ICU is the critical care you're going to get on scene, into a helicopter, all the way till you get to the emergency room. Just be mindful of that if that's the route that you're looking for, ICU, probably where you should go. And of course, get your CCRN. I want to say you have to have at least like 3 to 5 years of critical care experience, aka ICU, before you can even apply to be a flight nurse. So just do your research, about being a flight nurse, or about whatever type of nursing that you want to do. If you guys want to make a video about what it takes to be a flight nurse, like I said, let me know, and we could talk about it. But that was a really good question. Flight nursing, gotta go ICU. Just saying. Do you really think nursing is a scam? I mean, I kind of touched on this one earlier. I think in nursing school, it paints that picture, it's just like the instructors will tell you, this is what's going to happen out in the real world, but you're just surrounded by books. And then you go to clinicals and then you get a good, small little taste of it. But then even clinicals is different, nowadays because of COVID. And you don't get the exposure that you used to get, before COVID happened. And that kind of, tallies back to, these other nurses, those senior nurses that are kind of rude. It's like, they got all this good time, and, like us, we got like 9 weeks, on the floor during second wave of COVID, and they're just like, all right, here you go. A big part of me, I say about 60 to 70% would say, I feel like nursing is a scam. However, it only feels that way at the beginning, because if you hang around enough nurses, good nurses, long enough, then you'll realize that there is a treasure under this scam that is portrayed in front of your face. Like travel nursing, great. Remote nursing, you can go be a sales rep for medical equipment. There are a plethora of jobs out there that do not require for you to be bedside. There's a nurse that I follow on Instagram. She said, you as the nurse are the CEO of your license. And that hits different. Not only do they want you everywhere, like in hospitals, but they want you everywhere as a consultant for everything. So is nursing a scam? Kind of feels that way in the beginning. But then once you start to learn and the gears start turning, you're gonna realize that you are legitimately the CEO of your license. And it can take you as far as you wanna go. You just gotta keep those gears turning, and you just gotta keep pressing. I start my new job on a NICU soon. Any advice for us new boots?
Okay, well, first off, you called yourself a boot, so I appreciate that.
I would say when you go into your new job, go in there with an extremely open mind. Jump in. In the Navy, we like to say see one, do one, teach one. See one, do one, and then keep doing it over and over and over and over. That's the only way you're going to get comfortable at doing it. And then you're going to get to the point where it's very, very repetitive and it's very, very involuntary. And then you should be able to spit it back out and to teach somebody else. Be excited that you get to work with those babies. Definitely go in there with an open mind. Be happy, enjoy it, and learn. Like, you're gonna learn a ton taking care of critical babies. And those moms and those parents and those families in there, they're gonna love you. So just make sure when you're in there, you do us proud. When are you commissioning? I don't know yet. I said I wanted to be a nurse corps officer in the Navy. In order for me to do that as an ICU nurse, I have to have at least a year of experience. I could go into the Army, but no. I could go into the Air Force, but no. The Navy is the route that I want to go. And I have to do at least a year. There's credentialing and stuff that you have to go through and all kinds of stuff. So I'll probably do it after October, because that's when the beginning of the fiscal year starts, where they get money. And, we'll see. We'll see where that goes from there. But yes, I do plan on commissioning. I do plan on putting on that white uniform. I already have too much time invested, so I might as well just finish out my last 10 and then go on by my business. So yes, at some point I will commission. I want to go CRNA. I want to go to the ER, but I was told that the ICU is where I need to be in order for that to happen. Thoughts? Yeah, same thing with flight nursing. CRNA school, they want you to have critical care. And the only place that you can get critical care is in the ICU. So, cardiovascular ICU, neuro ICU, surgical ICU, medical ICU, any type of critical care where you are maintaining patients. The biggest things are maintaining patients on those medications, such as your cardiac meds, your pressors, ventilators, period, just all of that stuff. So yes, ICU is where you need to be in order for you, if you want to go CRNA. I applied for MECEP and was picked. Hey, congratulations to you. Any advice for a boot trying to make it through this Navy? I didn't make it through MECEP. I applied for MECEP twice. For those that don't know, MECEP stands for Medical Enlisted Commissioning Program, where you go from being an enlisted service person to them putting you through nursing school, you graduating, and then boom, you become a naval officer. So you end up being a boot nurse. Hence the name. My advice to you, find a group, study with that group, small group, and you guys piggyback off of one another. Take notes together, share notes with one another. You're not gonna be an individual when you get out there. You're gonna be on a team. So why not start that team concept right now while you're in nursing school. So, and especially with you being in the Navy already, you already know that it's a team sport everywhere. So you're never gonna do necessarily anything by yourself. And if you try to do stuff by yourself, you're gonna be tired, you're gonna be exhausted. So utilize your teammates, whoever is gonna be there through MECEP with you, all the people that are in school with you. But congrats to you. I hope all is well. Keep doing great things. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Your thoughts on picking schools. Everything has a wait list in Cali and tuition for schools are over $100K. I have been hearing that. One of the girls that I was mentoring, she said it cost $130,000 for her to go to a 2-year or 4-year school. And I was like, that is absolutely ridiculous. Here's the thing, is that if you really want to be a nurse, what are you willing to do to become a nurse? Are you willing to leave the state? Are you willing to go to a community college? Are you willing to get your AD in? Are you willing to be an LPN in order for you to go and, do a bridge program? Like, there's all different ways for you to become a nurse. People just want to be like, oh, I want to go straight to the BSN. What if that's not in the cards for you? What if you just have to go ADN? And there's nothing wrong with being an associate's degree nurse. It's the same nursing license that a bachelor's degree nurse has. And you do the same exact thing. And you probably get paid, if you're a BSN nurse, $1 more than the ADN nurse. One of my nursing mentors has her associate's degree in nursing, and she's been a nurse for like 11 or 12 years. But I would never talk down to her or, be rude to her for the fact that she has an associate's degree and I have a bachelor's. That don't mean nothing. But those prices in California I've heard about, and they're very, very high. So if you're thinking about being a nurse and you can't get into school and the wait list is like that, honestly, I would search elsewhere. So if you know people that live in different states and they have, openings for nursing schools, try them. You never know. I mean, you could temporarily displace yourself to set yourself up for something permanent with a nursing license, because it's a very versatile license for you to do anything with. So food for thought, think about that. I graduate high school this year and I want to join the military, but want to be a nurse. What's your opinion on joining now instead of later? By the way, love your channel. First of all, I appreciate that. Thank you for loving the channel. Second is, if you're right out of high school and if you want to be a nurse, go and be a nurse, because you can join the military afterwards and be a nurse corps officer. Or if you just want to, go see the world, or you want to join the military, or you want to get some structure, then join the military. That is 100% up to you. To be completely honest, you're not going wrong either way. Once you do your first enlistment, you're going to have your GI Bill, which paid all of my school. Like, I don't have any student loans, no debts. So that's a good thing about it. I know a bunch of people say they want to join for that exact reason, and you're not wrong. And it's not a wrong thing if that's what you want to do. That choice is yours. I took the route, of course, of going enlisted, getting my GI Bill while I was active duty, getting out, and now I work as a nurse. It took me a long time to get there. You're young, so the sky's the limit. If that's what you want to do, join now, go to nursing school later, or go to nursing school, become a nurse, and then join the military as an officer. That's also an option. All I can say is that, the officer life is better, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I hear. Are you gonna make nursing topic videos like med-surg, pharm, peds, etc.? I don't know. I might. Guess you'll just have to wait and see. But that's all the answer that I have today. And honestly, I wish I could answer more of them, but according to my analytics, y'all only stand around for like 10, 15 seconds. So who knows if I would have been able to get to the rest of those questions. And I almost forgot. So I don't know what this is. If you get it, let me know. Tag me on Instagram so I can show you some love. Shout out to those nursing students that are just now starting school. I know it's about to be hectic. And shout out to my people that are studying for that NCLEX. Hey, comment down below and let me know where you are in your nursing journey. Hey, hit that dislike button too, because I can't see it anyway. No, I'm just playing. Don't hit the dislike button.
I need those likes for the algorithm, baby.
Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And until next time, Boot Nation, I'll catch y'all in the next one.